Also, what we can call non-uniform motion is also called as accelerated motion. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, if you have understand this, then we'll go for next concept. So let's move for next concept. Okay. So I hope you understand that last statement you write. Non-uniform motion is also known as accelerated motion. Non-uniform motion also known as accelerated motion. Is it okay, da?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Accelerated
Yes,
motion.
sir.
Now, if you understand this, then we'll go for next concept called as speed, velocity, and acceleration. So all of you keep heading. Speed. Now you understand what is the difference between speed and velocity. Till now, what I said, speed or velocity both are same, correct or not? But it has small difference that we'll see now. Speed, velocity, and acceleration. Speed, velocity, and acceleration. Keep heading, all of you. So now, shall we start studying one by one? So let's start now. Let us comes to about the speed. Speed. Understand? So speed of the body means, observe, for example, if a car is running slow, we can say that its speed is low. Is it correct or not? Yes or no? Your father is riding a car slowly, then we can say that its speed is low or not. Its speed is low. And if your father is means your car is running very fast, your father is driving the car very fast, then we can say that the speed is what? If we take any car, if it is going slow,
Too high.
yeah, we can say if the car is going slow, we can say it is very big car range. Understand? So now, if you'll observe, drawing car is very important because minimum 1,000 times you will draw in class 9th. So how easily I have drawn? Is it my nice car or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you also learn.
Very super, sir.
Understand? So if you understand this, when this car is traveling slowly, running slow, we can say that its speed is low. And if the same car is running fastly, then I can say that its speed is high. So what is the speed? Running fast means speed is more, running slow means speed is low. What is this means? The speed of a body gives us, always remember, the speed of a body can gives us two things. What is that? Just now I told you. The running slow, we can say speed is low. Running fast, we can say speed is high. So from that meaning of speed, what it will give? What will say about the body? You are all 8th class, 9th class now. You have to tell me. If I say the body's speed is more, speed is less, then what it will say? It will say either the body is moving, how the body is moving, slow or fast. Is it correct or not? It will give the idea of how slow or how fast the body is moving. That is only you should know. The speed of a body gives us idea of always. It will give say idea of how slow or fast. How slow or fast. How slow or fast that body is moving. That body is moving. We can understand by seeing that speed. Is it correct or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, observe very carefully from your real life. Let me take now, we have two boys, one is Pradosh and another one is Maunesh. Now, both I have given a same cycle. Now, Pradosh, let me take first now. Pradosh is riding very fast and he has traveled 10 kilometers within, understanding, 5 minutes, sorry, let me take 15 minutes. 15 minutes time, he has traveled 10 kilometers, or else you take hours, that is best. Understanding? So, Pradosh traveled 10 kilometers in 1 hour, and Maunesh has traveled, understanding, same 10 kilometers in 2 hours. Then, who is having more speed and who is having less speed? Who runs fast?
Sir, Pradosh is high.
Who runs fast and who runs slow? Who is having more speed? You tell me.
Sir,
Pradosh fast and Maunik
is slow.
Maun is slow and Pradosh is fast because he is traveling more distance in less time, and Pradosh Maun is traveling less, same, even though distance is same, but time duration is more. Is it correct or not? So
Yes, sir.
it is only called as speed. So the speed of a body can be calculated by dividing the distance traveled, dividing the distance traveled by dividing the distance traveled by the time taken to travel the distance. Time taken to travel the distance. Are you understanding, Ram? Time taken to travel the
Yes,
distance
sir.
is only known as speed. What we used to call speed means the distance traveled by the time taken to travel the distance is only known as speed. What we used to call speed. Understanding, Ra? So now,
Speed.
if we'll observe here, we can write in the form of formula. Understand? So speed is equals to what I can write simply. It is a ratio of what? It is a ratio of distance traveled divided by time taken. Is it correct or not? Yes or no? So I can write speed is equals to what I can write? Tell me the formula. Distance
Distance
traveled.
by time.
The distance traveled by time taken to travel the distance. Time taken to travel the distance. Now, as I already taught you, what is the symbol of speed? Speed. Speed symbol is what? Stylish V. Understand?
Stylish V.
V is the symbol of speed, and the distance. Distance, how we can measure? What is the symbol of distance? What is the symbol of distance? S or D? You may remember, most of you. Distance
Yes, sir.
always traveled is yes. Understand? Remember. Yes divided by time is equals to what? Ra? Small t. So this is only the mathematical expression of speed. Speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. Is it any doubt, anybody? Yes or no? All of you? No. Write it. Write it. Speed. Speed, velocity, and acceleration. You have kept the heading. You write speed. Speed. Speed is the ratio of. Speed is the ratio of. Speed is the ratio of distance traveled by. Distance traveled by a body. Distance traveled by a body. And the time taken to travel the distance. And the time taken to travel the distance. Is it clear? Time taken to travel the distance. Is it any doubt? Now, after that, speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. Write it this two directly, one by one. Speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. Write it, all of you. If completed, you say yes. Or give thumbs up. Manya? Now, if you understand this, then units. Let me see units. Who will say? Units, I want. Unit. How we can measure this speed? Please, kindly. How we can measure this speed? How we can measure this speed? Array, our units here. Units distance. How we will measure? Units of speed. Note it down, all of you. Units of speed. Distance is equals to how we can measure a distance. Distance is equals to either meters or kilometers. Next, time is equals to how we can measure. Either seconds or hours. That or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now speed is equals to distance by time.
Yes, sir.
Is equals to meter per second. Meter per second. Or what will come up? Kilometer per hour.
Kilometer per hour.
That's all. This is SI unit. Both are SI unit only. SI unit, standard international units. Standard internationally unit. Understanding? Standard international unit of speed is either meter per second or kilometer per hour. Is it any doubt?
No doubt, sir. 1 minute, sir.
No, sir.
Hmm. Now, so we'll go for now.
Yes, sir.
So now, let us see that now. Understanding? Example, write all of you example. So what is the SI unit of speed? Meter per second. This C, like this also you can write. Meter second
Meter per
inverse.
second.
And this one we can write kilometer hour inverse. Both are correct only. Understanding? Don't get confused. Like this also I can write meter per second hour, kilometer per hour. All are correct only. But my preference always I will choose this one because numericals it is easy. So you people also prefer this one. Is it okay, da? Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Suppose if like a snail one if will take snail and all, they will travel in a very less distance. Is it correct or not?
Yes,
Correct or
sir.
not? So by the time we can mention the speed of unit is even centimeter per second. Is it okay, da? Centimeter per second, or I can write centimeter second inverse.
Yes, sir.
This is also correct. Very smaller distance. Smaller distance. Remember, very smaller. Small values of speed. Small values. Small values of speed measure even in centimeter per second. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
write an
sir.
example. Example. If a car travels 100 kilometers in 4 hours, 100 kilometers in 4 hours. If a car travels 100 kilometers in 4 hours, then calculate the speed of the car. Then calculate the speed of the car. Then calculate the speed of the car. Then calculate the speed of the car.
25 kilometer per hour.
What?
25 kilometer per hour, sir.
Very good. Because speed is equals to 100 kilometers divided by 4 hours. 4 ones are 425 are. So speed of the body is equals to 25 kilometer per hour. Is it right or wrong? Others also. Yes,
Yes,
or
sir.
no? Yeah. Have you done it or not? Everything units and all note it down, all of you. These is small values of speed. Everything note it down. Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, this is the thing. So if you'll understand this, if you'll understand the speed, then we will go for next concept called as average speed. What we used to call, Pradosh?
Average speed.
Average speed, like average, very simple. Understand? So before going to average speed, then I will say one example. Then only you can understand it. So let me take now Laksha. Understand? Now Laksha is there. Laksha I am taking now this time. Understanding? So now if you'll observe the Laksha traveled. Understanding? Suppose first 1 hour. 1 hour she has traveled 10 kilometers. Next 2 hours time she has traveled 25 kilometers. Next 5 hours time she has traveled 50 kilometers. Like that. Next 10 hours she has traveled 105 kilometers. Like that she is traveling. Then in this case, each time the speed is varying. Is it correct or not? Each time the speed is varying.
Yes,
Correct
sir.
or not? So that only we will calculate. Like you can see while you are traveling in our car, your father will estimate the average time duration. Suppose you want to go going from here to Madurai, your father will say averagely, oh, distance is 300 kilometer. 300 meter. So that averagely if you go with the 60 or a few times 80 also, usually it will take 3 hours or 4 hours to reach. Like that they will calculate or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that average speed means you may understand by this time. Average speed means the next concept is average speed. In this only raw. Average speed means nothing is there. Just you will add all the distances. This is let me imagine D1, D2, sorry, S1, S2, S1, S2, S3, S4. Now time also what will come? T1, T2, T3, T4. Now so average speed means S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 divided by T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4. Are you people understanding or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So now for this only I have kept a understanding name called as average speed. So if I do this average speed means just nothing is there. Total distance travel. Don't write it. I want to say something about the speed more. Total distance travel means T1 plus T, S1 plus S2 plus S3 like that adding means that we will get the total distance. Understand? Before distance travel. Now total distance travel. Total distance travel divided by total time taken. Are you people understanding? Before time taken. Now what will come? Total time
Yes,
taken will
sir.
come. Nothing is there. This is only called as average speed. What we to call? Average speed.
Average.
Now, before this, you should know something that which I need to say. So speed, suppose see, my speed is 100 kilometer per hour. Is it I am talking about any direction? Is it I am talking about any direction? I am traveling 100 kilometer per hour towards the east, towards the west. Like that, if I'll say I am talking about direction. If I am not talking about direction, then what I used to call? It is a which quantity? Speed is a. I am not talking about speed. Just it is 50 kilometer per hour or 60 kilometer per hour. Just I am saying that my speed is 10 kilometer per hour. So it is a which quantity? We have two quantities: physical or scalar quantity or vector quantity. No direction. No use, man.
That's scalar quantity.
Scalar quantity. You should say first. Understanding. Scalar quantity. Write it. Speed is a scalar. Later only average speed you will write. First you write speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity because no specified direction. No specified direction. Is it okay, da? No specified direction. All of you note it down. Speed is a scalar quantity because no specified direction. Is it okay, all of you? Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Now, observe very carefully. If you will observe in our bike, we have a 2 meter speed and you may observe that we are having front. If you are rising your car or bike, you are having some kind of a speed measurement device. Have you noticed it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Have you observed? All of you observe. You may observe that it is having maybe like this one. Some circles, 3 rings will be. One is for fuel, one is for some other purpose, and middle we are having a 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, like that it will be. And middle one we are having one reading. Knob will be there. Like this knob will be present. And the distance traveled by, here one mission coin will be like this, which will be rotating always. Have you noticed it? Yes or no? Your car also you can
Yes,
see. Is it
sir.
there or not?
Sir.
Huh? Yes or no, Ra?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So observe in this carefully. This one, which is showing by total distance. My car traveled 1,000 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers, 100 kilometers. Like that, people will say. Is it correct or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? My car traveled, suppose 1,000 kilometers, means in the sense of that is the total distance traveled by my car. Is it correct or not? Yes, so Lakshay is showing that middle reading, that is the total distance traveled by a car. So it is always the distance traveled by a car or a bike. That is only called as, understand, odometer. What we used to call, Ra? Odometer will measures the total distance traveled by an understanding vehicle. Odometer we can call ODO, ODO, METR, odometer. This reading one is called as odometer. With the help of that only we can say my car is traveled this many kilometers like that. Now, outside we have one thing that is called as this needle is always fluctuating. If you are giving accelerator, it will keep on fluctuating. Means at the instant, at that moment, whatever the body speed, whatever the distance travel means, at what particular speed is body is traveling. Understanding what speed the running car or running bike is traveling, which has been measured by an instrument, this outside instrument which we are seeing, that is only called as instant speed. Understanding the speed of a running car of that instant of time, speed of a running car or vehicle, running bike, running car at any instant of time, but at particular time is measured by outside one, that is only called as speedometer. What we should call, Ra? Speedometer. What we should call?
Speedometer.
So if you take your bike or car, always we have two things. One is what? Odometer.
Odometer. Speedometer.
Speedometer will say how fast the body is traveling, kilometer per hour. But odometer will say only the total distance traveled. Are you people clear? Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
No.
No
That is the
doubt, sir.
two things you should remember. So odometer, understanding, which always records the distance in kilometer. Speedometer will gives the speed in kilometer per hour. That is why your bike you can see kilometer per hour will be there in outside this one. Here somewhere they will write your bike or car, you can see. Is it there or not? You tell me. Yes or no? Yes. Average speed. If you understand this concept, then you go for next concept called as average speed. All of you note it down. Average speed. I hope you people are understanding. Correct? I am teaching slowly only. Is it okay? Yes. Average speed. Average speed. Average speed of a body is the average speed of a body is the average speed of a body is the total distance traveled.
Sir, this is definition of what, sir?
What?
Sir, this is definition of what, sir?
Average speed. Average speed. This is over. Speed is over.
Okay,
Next
sir.
you keep adding average speed. Average speed. The average speed of a body is the average speed of a body is the total distance traveled. Total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. Total distance traveled by the total time taken. By the total time taken to cover this distance. To cover this distance.
Sir, the average speed of the body is the after that what, sir?
Total distance traveled by the body want again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Total distance traveled by the write it. Total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. Total time taken. Total distance traveled divided by the total time taken to cover this distance. To cover this distance. Is it okay? Yes or no? Now, example what I have taken Laksha you can take as an example and calculate our speed also if you want. So now let us go for our speed. Now average speed, write the formula. Average speed is equals to. Average speed is equals to. What is the formula I said? Total distance traveled. Total distance. There distance traveled, here total distance traveled. Nothing is there. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Total time taken. Example. Example. All of you note it down. Laksha only. Let me take Laksha now. First understanding. First 10 kilometers he has traveled in 1 hour. Next 50 kilometers he has traveled in another 1 hour. Understanding. Next understanding. She has traveled 20 kilometers in another 1 hour and another 20 kilometers in another 1 hour. So now she is traveling different speeds in different timing. Correct or not? So the total now average speed is equals to D1, sorry, S1, distance 1 plus distance 2 plus distance 3 plus distance 4 divided by T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4, which is equals to 10 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equals to 100 kilometer divided by 4 hours, which is equals to what? 4 ones are 4, 25 are. So what is the average speed of her? 25 kilometer per hour. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That's all. Average speed is equals to 25 kilometer per hour. That is her speed. Is it okay? Yes or no? So I hope you understand or not.
Sir, 1 minute. Sir.
Finished, sir.
Okay, that's all. Then today's class is just over. Then tomorrow we'll meet. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You understood or not, all of you?